Their own kids accidentally helped me get petty revenge against my SILS. I used to be a semi-professional baker before I got married. Every single weekend, people would pay me to make cakes, pies, cookies, you name it. My specialties were cheesecakes and these cakes with surprise fillings inside. Like you'd cut into a chocolate cake and there'd be strawberry cream or cookie dough in the middle. When I moved to my husband's hometown, I was so excited to bake for his family. Right before our first Christmas there, I went to this amazing farmer's market and found the best fruit I'd ever seen. Fresh cranberries, these perfect oranges, everything. I told my sisters-in-law, Lisa and Maria, about this incredible Christmas cake I was planning to make. I was going on and on about how the farmer grew everything organic and how this cake was going to blow their minds. Lisa just looked at me and went, "Oh, don't bother with that. We'll just get one from the store." I thought she was joking at first. Like, why would you want store-bought cake when someone's offering to make you a homemade one for free? But she was dead serious. They do this with everything I offer to bring. If I suggest making cookies, they say no thanks. If I want to bring a pie, suddenly they've already ordered one. But here's the thing that really pisses me off. If one of their friends offers to bring the exact same thing they just turned me down for, suddenly it would be rude to refuse. So that first Christmas, they showed up with this cake from the grocery store. It was one of those sheet cakes with a thick frosting that tastes like straight sugar. The cake itself was so dry, it was basically a sponge. When we cut into it, it was rock hard. Like, I'm talking, you needed a steak knife to saw through this thing. The kids at the table started laughing. My nephew picked up a piece and goes, "We could build a house out of these, like bread bricks." His sister grabbed another piece and pretended to stack them like blocks. Even my husband's parents were trying not to laugh. But Lisa and Maria just sat there, acting like this cake was totally normal. Nobody ate more than one bite except them. The whole cake sat there untouched until someone finally threw it away 3 days later. This happened every single year. They'd show up with the same terrible store-bought cake. It became this running joke in the family, but nobody wanted to say anything because Lisa and Maria were so insistent about their cake tradition. Meanwhile, my husband couldn't stop bragging about my baking to everyone he met. Within a year, my semi-pro business was back in full swing. I was making wedding cakes, birthday cakes, custom orders every weekend. People from 2 towns over were calling me. And Lisa and Maria's kids would come over all the time when we babysat them. They loved baking with me. We'd make cookies shaped like dinosaurs, cupcakes with candy inside, all kinds of stuff. These kids saw me bake constantly. They knew what real homemade desserts tasted like. But every Christmas, same dry store cake. Every year, nobody touched it. Yesterday, the whole family got together because my in-laws needed help with something. While we were all there, someone brought up Christmas plans. We're hosting this year, so I said I'd handle all the food and they could bring dessert. That's when my niece, she's 10 now, completely lost it. She literally kicked her feet under the table and went, "Why do we have to eat that awful cake every single year? Why can't Aunt make dessert too? She makes the best stuff." The whole room went quiet. Lisa's face turned red. But before anyone could respond, my husband jumped in. He goes, "Well, kiddo, your mom and your aunt really prefer the cake from the store, so that's what we get." My niece looked at her mom, then at Maria, back at her mom. Then she looked right at my husband and said, "Well, they can't even cook, so they shouldn't get to pick what we have to eat." I had to bite my tongue so hard I almost drew blood. Lisa looked like she wanted to sink into the floor. Maria's mouth just dropped open. My husband was trying not to smile. I jumped in real quick and went, "Hey now, they really like that cake and we need to respect the traditions that make them feel at home." I said it in my sweetest voice like I was totally defending them, but inside I was dying. This kid just called out her mom and aunt in front of the entire family for their terrible taste and lack of cooking skills. And she was absolutely right. Lisa tried to laugh it off, but you could tell she was embarrassed. Maria changed the subject real fast. And my mother-in-law, who had been quiet this whole time, just goes, "Maybe we could try something different this year." Lisa and Maria didn't argue. For the first time in 5 years, they didn't fight about the cake. Later, when the kids were leaving, my niece whispered to me, "Can you make me one of those surprise cakes next time I come over? The ones with the stuff hidden inside?" I told her absolutely. Whatever cake she wanted, that kid earned it for that burn.